This is a review of my purchase of a Blackhawk retention holster, I guess you call it that. It's obviously made by Blackhawk. It's plastic. It's got the quick release, and you can probably see other reviews online about it. But I like it. I'm I am a kind of a cheapskate, as some of you may know. So this runs about $30. And I got some gun jar money for Christmas, so I went out and I spoiled myself and I got this holster. Otherwise, I normally have a kind of like an Uncle Mike's holster, but this is cool. This is cool that you can carry it in the winter time if you live in a concealed carry state and wear a jacket, and it rides high enough to where you can't really see it, but it's got the positive retention, so it won't fall out on you. It's pretty nice, and Blackhawk does make some quality products. And what you can do, the way you wear it is you can either slip this into your pants, and it's got a little, I'll show you here, it's got a little hook up here. Plus they make here's the packaging that comes in, a little bubble pack, but they also make, or it also comes with little hooks that you can put, and there's a picture of it. Let's see here. These little hooks here that you can put on the outside the pants side, the hook on your belt, for some extra retention if you so choose. And I might put those on later to go with my other Blackhawk purchase. I'll show you here in a second. But it's really simple to put in, and I'll show you. I guess you could put it with the pistol in it, but I don't recommend it just for safety's sake. But the way you draw it out is there's a little button here. Some of you may already know. You push this button, otherwise it won't come out. So you push this button, and there's a little tang or something in there that releases, and then what that does, it's real nice, your finger automatically is already in the right position to draw it there, so you keep your finger off the trigger when you're pulling it out. And then to reset, you just put it in there and you're good to go. The reason why I like what I like about this is in contrast to inside the pants holsters that are soft-sided, the soft sides might tend to crush in on you, and it's hard to get the gun back in. But this is real nice, and this is good too for if you do USPSA or some other I don't know, shooting club or something like that. It's got the open top here, so you only have to clear this much of the holster to draw. So again, I'm no I'm no expert. I'm not a quick drawer or anything like that, but I just know some of the literature says that the reason why it's open like this is also to help you draw a little faster and present the gun a little faster. So let me show you how it goes in. Some of you may already know, but just for sake of demonstration, basically you just take it. I kind of hold it right here so I can kind of spread it a little bit, and then run my hand inside and just kind of, but that's it, done. And take your pistol. You can do it without looking. It's very ergonomic. Well, I can't do it without looking, but with very little, I guess with a little bit of practice, you can kind of feel your way to setting it in there. Of course, I got my shirt caught. But concealability, and you can slide it back a little bit further if you like. The concealability, that's it. You know, I can do the old turn. I guess you can see it, but I don't walk around with my arms up normally. I guess if I had to reach something high or something, it does kind of stick out a little bit, so you got to be careful about that. But if you had a longer jacket or something like that, again, when I'm carrying concealed, I'm very conscious about my shirt, so always kind of pulling my shirt down or my jacket down. And I haven't tried walking around town with this yet. I don't know if I'm going to. I might just walk around the house just to get a feel of it. But yeah, the other purchase I made, let me stop the video and show you. The other purchase I made was this Blackhawk, and it's called a law enforcement belt or something, but here's a tag for it. But I guess it's from their law enforcement line or something. Again, I'm not a law enforcement officer, but a friend of mine had one of these when he took me to my first tactical shoot, and I really liked it. And the reason I liked it, because it's a dedicated belt. You don't have to take your regular belt off and try to string it through, especially if you're going to a shooting event. And you can put it, it's adjustable. I'll show you that in a second. And it's nice and rigid. It doesn't like flop down and all your stuff comes sliding off. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a couple of magazine holders over here. But a couple of things I like about it. One is because it's rigid. Two, it's adjustable, and it has a pretty good locking system, positive retention. There's two buttons here that you have to push in, and then there's a third button in the middle you have to push to get it to release. But yeah, I like it. It has good rigidity to it, and it's nice and heavy duty. You can get quite a bit of stuff on it. So let me show you how it comes apart. Excuse me. Yeah. So you have to push these two buttons in, and then the third one, I don't know, it might be kind of a pain in the butt, but I don't know. I've never had a belt come loose on me, but I guess with these clicker type belts it might be a problem, but I don't know. But you can see it's nice and rigid there. It retains its shape pretty well, like that. So you can put all your gear on here. You can put your holster with the gun on it, a couple of magazine pouches if that's all you're going to use, or if you're going to switch out between guns and stuff. You don't have to switch out the holster. You can, well, these they're not expensive, but they're not cheap. These run about $30. I get it from my local sporting goods store. But the whole rig, it doesn't seem like a whole lot, but being a cheap person, I do understand the aspects of quality. So it's a nice quality rig. I spent about $60 on it, and I'm sure it's going to last me probably for the rest of my shooting life. But yeah, I like it. I like it. It's nice and sturdy, nice and rigid. Oops, excuse me. And it holds it. It's a pretty good looking rig. Before I forget, I mentioned I was going to show you how to adjust these. Now, the one, if you're right-handed, it adjusts on both sides, by the way. And the way you adjust it is there's a Velcro. The inside, the whole inside is lined with Velcro, and then there's the, I guess, the male side of the Velcro here, the hard side, and you'll just loop it past through the clips and then fold it back on itself and connect it, and then there are loops that hold it in place. Now, what I found out is, yeah, it's nice to kind of spread the folds evenly on both sides, or the distance of the folds evenly, but I found that if these go back too far and your holster sits about right here, it's going to interfere. So what I did was I keep one side short, the side with my holster is short, so then I can keep my holster right here without interfering with the fold back portion. And so what you do is, and being very rigid, I had to put this in a vise to get it to bend. So it doesn't want to conform very well. So where you want to put your setting, you really want to bend it as hard as possible. I had to put it in a vise, but then they have these retaining straps, and what you'll do is you push it once you get it set to where you want it. You push these, and there's a seam right there that's kind of a pain, but once you work that past, it's not that big of a deal. And then you can really either cinch it up there or leave it out here if you want. But that's how you adjust it. And I guess when I get it broken in a little bit better, it'll be a little less stiff. That's how you adjust it.